How you doing, Steven?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Sorry, I forgot to hit the live button. Man, we were on a whole rant and going deep into some shit, man. You're like 10 minutes in, Jeffrey's like, T? Yeah, we're not live. My bad. My bad. Happy Thanksgiving holiday, everybody. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving yesterday and happy Turkey Day and all that shit. I had a great one with me and my family, and I uploaded a video on Twitter just a few minutes ago, actually, Jeffrey, of us having some drinking some Johnny Vegases and singing Beastie Boys at the after party of our dinner. It's on Twitter. You guys go check it out. It's short, a very short clip, but it's fun. It's a good time. But yeah. So what did you do? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving, you and your family, Jeffrey?
Yeah, we had jerk turkey and, like I said, mashed potatoes, collard greens. There was really a fun time.
Nice. Yeah, my mom always hooks it up. Me and my family always go to my mother's for Thanksgiving, and my mom's got family recipes that are passed down. She keeps the ingredients to herself, but my mom, she cooked a whole ham with the pineapple and the there's like a glaze of something sweet on it. I don't know what it is she uses. She won't tell me, but it's fucking baked in the oven and it's fucking fire. She did stuffing with ham and turkey in it, and oh my goodness, it's nice and like moist. It's not like real dry. It's like the perfect texture. It goes down and don't like you eat it and you don't like, oh, you need a glass of water behind it and shit. Like it's real like it's like it's hydrated enough to where it's not dry, but it's got like lots of like turkey in it, like the dark, like little chunks of the dark meat of the turkey and little chunks of the real ham that she cooked. She mixes it in it. And we had deviled eggs, we had olives, black olives, we had candy yams, which is like sweet potatoes, and she puts like cinnamon and marshmallow, melts it on it and stuff, and it's really good. And green bean casserole, neck bones and greens. Man, so much stuff, dude. I can't even remember all of it, but she hooks it up. Deviled eggs, all kinds of desserts. There's so much, man. Mashed potatoes and turkey gravy, homemade turkey gravy with the actual little bit of turkey fat and stuff in it. That was fire, man. So yeah, I was telling you we had Johnny Vegas's. So I had a whole picture, right? And I kept bitching the whole night. I'm like, Dad, man, where is all of your pictures at? He's like, oh, hell, I don't know, boy. And I'm talking to my mom, and she's like, yeah, honey. And she's talking to like 3 or 4 of my aunts at the same time. I'm like, Mom, where's the pictures? I'm ready to drink. She's like, somewhere in the house, honey. All right, okay, leave me alone for a minute. And I'm like, oh. So I go in the house, and I'm hunting, can't find shit. Come back out, say something to my dad. He's like, well, did you look here? Go in. I come back out. My dad's like, well, did you look here? So then I come back out. Finally, my dad gets up and he goes in there and he finds something. And they had it put up for a long time. It's like you ever go to like the dances in high school where they have like the big glass jars with the punch in it with the little thing you push down and it lets the punch out. He found one of them from way back in the day. So he washed it out and we brought it out there. It was fucking huge. I was like, hell yeah. So I went to the store and bought some more stuff, and I ended up using like 2/5 of tequila, watermelon pucker, ice, and like 4 giant cans of Red Bull. And I made a whole huge ass picture, bro, a picture of Johnny Vegas, and then put a shit ton of ice in it. I got glasses out, and I poured some for everybody. I was like, here you go. Just putting them out there. I was like, go. I was like, oh my God, this shit's fire. Because this is like, of course, obviously, after, hours after we, the meet and greet, hours after, we all ate and people had already made a couple of plates and, we're talking and conversating. And couple of my aunts are like, "Ooh, honey, no, I don't. That's what is that? A Johnny Vegas? Ooh, you know, they're like, oh, I'll just have a beer or some wine or something. I don't know if I'm trying to get like that right now." I'm like, man, it's Thanksgiving. I'll never see you. Ashley, ain't gonna drink with me. And they're like, all right, just leave it there, honey. You know, whatever. And like about an hour later, I noticed everybody's glasses on the table were empty. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, everybody's drinking it with me. That's what's up. Because, you know, I drink the hard shit. You know, my family, you know, during meet and greets, you know, they'll sip, but they just kind of social drink for the most part. Unless it's like, you know, someone's birthday or something like that. Yeah. So I go back over there and I'm like, was that good? Was that good? Was that good? I was like, yeah, that was actually all right. I'm like, all right, you want some more? And one of my aunts was like, no. My other aunt was like, hell yeah. And so I was like, fuck it. So I just grabbed one cup at a time, snuck it over there, sat it down real slow. Came back, grabbed another shot glass, sat it down. Grabbed another one, sat it down. And then my uncle was there, my Uncle Frank, and he even tried one. And then before you knew it, dude, I was like DJing and being bartend. And everybody was drinking with me. By the end of the night, we were having a fucking blast, man. I was throwing them bitches back, man. But yeah, and then we started having such a good time. A lot of people left, and only a couple people were willing to get in the video that I did that I put up on Twitter. But while I was DJing and drinking, I got everybody singing and shit. We're doing the Beastie Boys, so I put that clip up on Twitter, and it's fucking funny as fuck. But yeah, man, and where the freak is all my peoples at, yo? I gonna keep doing these live streams if y'all gonna see the notification.
I think I know why. I know why.
Everybody's hungover.
I think I know why, actually. It's Black Friday.
Oh yeah, it's Black Friday. That's true. And some people are probably hungover. Some people are probably got the turkey hangovers. They're laying in belly. Oh. But anyway, so I know we already went over this a little bit, Jeffrey. We won't spend too much time on it, but I want to talk about David Ayer and Jared Leto and release the Ayer cut. The Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. This is old news now at this point, but Jared Leto put up a video. Jared Leto didn't put up a video, excuse me. Variety interviewed Jared Leto during the House of Gucci. What was it, the premiere or the promotional tour for it? And at one point, the guy asked again, and this old guy, I don't know his name. No offense to him, I mean to call him old guy. This guy. He asked a couple of different people during the premiere of the Suicide Squad, should they release the Ayer cut? He asked Margot Robbie, he asked freaking John Cena, you know. So this guy, you know, working Variety or not, you know, kudos to him, okay? Because this guy is asking, you know, Variety's never been on our side, but this guy's doing his due diligence, you know, and it's helping. You know, whether, I don't know if he knows it or not, but that is helping greatly to spread the word. That's raising awareness to the actors. It's raising awareness to the casual fans that are watching when a new movie premieres, all of that shit. So, and then on top of that, all of these actors are able to come out without it looking suspicious and be like, yeah, fuck yeah, we want the Ayer cut, dude.
Yeah.
You know, so that way it doesn't put heat on them from the studio they work for. You know, it's like, hey, that guy fucking asked, man. You got to check your peoples, man. But you know, so you know, we had quite a few people come out and support the Ayer cut during the Suicide Squad premiere. That was awesome. John Cena, Margot Robbie, quite a few others among them people, and you know, so during this House of Gucci premiere, this guy comes up, he asks Jared Leto, and they're asking him about House of Gucci, you know, but near the end of it, he drops, he's like, hey, you know, he said a couple of things first, but mainly it was like, should they release the Ayer cut? And Jared Leto, he just stops for a minute, takes a long pause, and he's like, and you can hear his lips, he's like, absolutely. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? I mean, that's what streaming's for, right? That's what streaming's for, right? And I'm like, because he just stopped, he looked away off to the corner, he's like, you know what? fuck it, Warner Brothers, I'm going in. Because you know that he had that pause for a minute. Like, I'm like, oh shit, what's he gonna say? Don't say I can't answer that, or don't. I'm expecting him to say no comment, you know, because he's a professional actor, you know, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
He don't try to throw like David, you know, he's respectful and you know, but he was just like, you know what? You could just see the gears. Fuck it. He's like, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was probably thinking at first, like, man, I know we're in the House of Gucci premiere, but you know what? I'm gonna say it.
Right. He's probably already thinking, like 1,000 seconds passed in that quarter of a second in his brain. The headlines: Jared Leto talks, release the Ayer cut, says they should damn do it. He's like, shit, I don't know if I should do this, but fuck it. And that was awesome, man. That was awesome. And of course, his boy, David Ayer, seen that shit, retweeted it, posted it, commented above it, and straight up was like, he said, he put like a sad face and he said, you know, yeah, that is what streaming's for, you know, basically, you know, release the Ayer cut, and he put like a frowny face, and then he tagged AT&T in it, you know, like, what's going on? What's going on with the Ayer cut? Because clearly, you know, and to me, that's not a good sign in regards to the Ayer cut alone. Now, the Snyder cut, the SnyderVerse, restore the SnyderVerse, we're going to get into that in a minute. That's what this whole shindig that we're on is about, people, so hang in there. You know, but with the Ayer cut, and we were talked about this backstage a little bit. My dumbass, we didn't go live. Thought we were for some reason. I was trying to finesse with too much shit on my screen.
Because you were calling out David, like, David, you need to do this.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know, my thing is though is that okay, we need to break down the difference between David Ayer and Zack Snyder as people. Okay, David Ayer, and you pointed this out, Jeffrey. David Ayer has a military background. Okay, David Ayer has stated, you know, he was being the good soldier, you know, yada yada yada, many times. Okay, before he started speaking out. And here's my problem with the way that I love David Ayer. I respect the hell out of him. I want his vision to be seen. So don't take it the wrong way when I say this, but David needs to start studying Zack or getting in contact with Zack, because the way that he is handling this shit is not good. It's not that it's bad. You know, he's being vocal, but the being vocal only goes so far. You know, when you first spoke out, that was amazing. But now it's like you're beating a dead horse. You've got to coordinate. You've got to start playing hardball with these sons of bitches at Warner Brothers, because, okay, you know, he says that Warner Brothers is his home. I get that. He looks at Warner Brothers like you know, like he's a man in the military, and they're like his like captains and shit. Like they're like his his authority and shit. Like, you know, you don't never backstab or betray your people, you know, or the United States type of shit. And I think that he is mixing his military background and his honor a little too much with it being a job and him being an honorable man. This isn't the military. This is Holly Weird in 2021, brother.
Yeah.
And the people that are in power now are not the people that were in power when most of you run at Warner Brothers, David. Yeah. And they do not want your shit to be seen. They don't want your movie to see the light of day, okay? They don't. And they damn sure don't with Zack. They don't want to restore the SnyderVerse. They don't want to do none of that shit, okay? They had to be made to, clearly by AT&T, which we all speculated all along, but when David Ayer tagged AT&T, that was the nail in the coffin for me. I was like, okay, so David Zaslav alone, he's not our only hope. If David comes in, Zaslav, and he ends up being another guy that ain't gonna do shit, well, guess what, guys? We still have AT&T, and AT&T will be above David Zaslav, just like they were above the last people that were in charge, okay? And AT&T is the one that pulled the strings that made Warner Brothers send executives out to Zack Snyder to see what the fuck he had, and to report back to them to see did they want to invest, and then to engage the social media campaign to see, is this gonna be profitable? Running numbers and digits in their head and all that shit, and deciding, you know what, we're gonna do this. Okay, that was because of AT&T. Okay, but David though, okay, you know, it's clear after David came out with that heartfelt letter about his life, about, you know, his movies, his run with Warner Brothers, him saying that not all the people at Warner Brothers are not bad, they're actually awesome people. That, okay, all of that shit. Warner Brothers didn't even respond to you, my guy.
Yep.
David, Warner Brothers didn't even respond to you. They didn't.
Yeah.
And if they, you know what I mean? They didn't. And okay, and James Gunn, I got no beef with him, you know, whatever. I don't think he's a good fit for the DCEU. That's my personal opinion. All right.
Yeah.
I think he's a good film director, and I think when he was at Marvel, the kind of style of shit he does, it really worked over there. I'm not gonna lie, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy for what it was, something I could watch with my kids that I don't fucking take serious at all. I'm just like, you know, I can put it on. If I miss a little of the movie, it's like, what the fuck ever. You know, who cares?
Yeah.
You know, the dance off at the end of the movie was fucking ridiculous. But you know, for the most part, the movies were okay. 1 and 2, they were decent movies. You know, for the style and things that they do over at Marvel, it worked. And I know there's a lot of big, passionate fans that are into that. And that's awesome. That's amazing. There's nothing wrong with diversity in CBMs. But what I'm saying is, James Gunn, I don't give a fuck about him messaging you back. He don't give a fuck, David. He is making a sequel to a movie that they took from you. They took control of your sequel. They took control of your director's cut and buried it deep in Warner Brothers vaults. Okay, and then they ran with him with it. And that's why they screwed you in the first place. They always wanted him to do your movie in the beginning, but they had already had you locked in place. So there was shit they could do about it. So that's why they tried to change your movie into the abomination that the fucking theatrical cut was, David.
Yeah.
You gotta stop being, and I'm not saying this because I'm mad at David. I'm mad that he's such an honorable and nice guy. He's got to stop playing softball with these motherfuckers, man, because that ain't gonna get the Ayer cut released. Zack Snyder did not do this shit. Zack Snyder was very fucking vocal. Zack Snyder coordinated with the fan base, was constantly in contact with the fan base, and David Ayer is to a degree. Okay?
Yeah.
Zack flat out called these motherfuckers out when big blue check marks and people high up working for Variety, pushing puff piece editorial pieces, talking shit about the fan base, talking shit about his work in the DCEU. He came out, put him on blast. One in particular, when this guy tried to say, the Snyder cut is not 300 and some minutes. It's just an assembly of slightly different alternate takes and blah, blah, blah. And Zack said, first of all, asshole, retweeted him, my turn. My cut alone is over 6.5 hours. That's the rough cut, motherfucker.
Yep.
That's without me chopping it down to make the Snyder cut. Okay, that's just raw. Okay, all right, so don't go there with me. Basically, you know, Zack flat out said there's bias against Snyder in the DCEU. David is not doing this. Go
right,
ahead.
and what you're saying, like people will be saying that it's toxic, but it's like, dude, think about it like this. Imagine you're a creator. Imagine if you're a creator and someone said, like, imagine this. Like, someone like, this is a normal circumstance, actually. Like, imagine this. Like, let's go to Twitter and then elevate it to an actual DVD, to an actual movie. So someone tells you that your director is bad, he's personally attacking them. Of course, you're gonna get mad and defend the person, and then let's go deeper than that. Imagine, let's say, for the SnyderVerse fans, like, let's say someone breaks your DVD of James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Dude, of course you're gonna get mad. Like, who wouldn't get mad about someone breaking your favorite movie DVD? Of course you're gonna get mad. So imagine a creator, and that's the thing. Zack is a nice guy. Like, Zack is a nice guy. We can all agree on that. But he knows when to. But he knows, like, Zack is a nice guy, but he also knows when to put his foot down.
Exactly.
So yeah, you can take over from there, because I'm gonna hop out real quick and then to handle something, and then I'll hop back in.
All right, yeah, definitely do so, Jeffrey. All right, hold on, let me pin this. Gotta upgrade this. Share this. All right, hold on. Okay, comment. Okay. This is loaded up on here. Boom. Okay, so anyway, guys, like I was saying though, it's just, and don't get me wrong, man, because I have continuously, vigorously defended David Ayer and Zack Snyder against trolls, against haters, against blue check marks, and all the above, and I still will continue to. But I need David to quit playing softball with these assholes. I really don't know how to put it. I know I just said that, but the Ayer cut, this is bullshit. This movie is, his cut of this film. Do you guys realize 2016, right? Now he had this thing filmed in late 2015. So you're talking, we're on the verge of 6 years? 6 years. 6 years he's had this cut and hasn't been able to show anybody this damn thing. That is outrageous. And the longer that goes by, the longer it's gonna, the worse the chances are. Now, the SnyderVerse is going damn good right now. We're gonna get it, saving that for a little bit, so hang in there with me. This is gonna be a lit ass live stream full of hot takes, full of awesome information, and near the end, hope and optimism. So tune in, and if you can't watch this now because you're busy with your family, watch it tomorrow as soon as you get free time. But yeah, so it was, and with Zach though, like Jeffrey, to jump off of what Jeffrey was saying, with Zach though, he is a very, very nice, very humble. He's just the kind of person he is. But at the same time though, Zach knew when it was time to put your foot down. You don't let yourself get walked over, okay? And that should have been a clear sign to David Ayer when Warner Brothers did not respond publicly whatsoever to his big ass heartfelt letter that went fucking viral on Twitter about his cut of the movie, about him growing up, about him almost not amounting to shit, and about how he wrote the first script for his first movie, Training Day, and all of that shit. Of course, James Gunn is gonna respond. He's got the sequel to your movie that they fucked you out of, and he wants everybody to see it. So does Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers probably told him, hey, you need to engage with this guy. You need to say something, because we're sure as fuck not. Because if them people don't show up to see this movie, they're vindictive. They might not come support this movie, and we might go fucking broke. And guess, and that's what it was. That was damage control. And I think that David Ayer even put up a post at some point, not long after that, about people ain't really your friends until they're in the trenches with you, and that they just, they can pretend all they want. I can't remember how it was put, but that was very cryptic, and I think that had something to do with James Gunn. I think that he's got too much honor, too much respect and dignity to put that out there, to basically say, yeah, guys, I know Warner Brothers put him up to that. That was all PR, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't a real fucking thing. I don't know. I don't know either way, but my point is, though, is that is very worrisome, seeing David Ayer put that sad face, retweet Jared Leto talking about the Ayer cut, and tagging AT&T, because it's like, dude, okay, if you're going over Warner Brothers' heads now, then why haven't we been doing this? Because you're wasting precious time, okay? Wasting precious time that is vital in the fight for release the Ayer cut. And I hope that this thing gets released. I just think that, I need David to be a little more, engage a little more with us fans, and let us know what we're expected to fucking do. I need him to start putting people on blast that are talking shit about him, that are blue check marks. I need him to just start, like, we need to know what's going on. And if he's got to do it in cryptic ways, the way Zach does, to get a message through to us, then fine. We need that. But anyway, hashtag release the fucking Ayer cut. For David Ayer and his creative vision, because it's going to be lit as fuck, and we all want to see more Jared Leto as Joker, see his true performance, so we can put to rest all the shit talking about his performance and 2016's Suicide Squad. Now, let's move on to the main topic, what we're all here for, restore the SnyderVerse. Give me 1 minute, guys, hang in there with me, and we are going to, let's see, pull up this bulletin, see if I can find it on my end. I'm on. Documents. Oh no, that's under my notepad. Right. Right. Hold on. Restore the SnyderVerse is upon us, guys. The restore the SnyderVerse. It is working. It is working, guys. Keep doing what you are doing. And keep your eyes peeled open wide for Zack Snyder's Twitter, Zack Snyder's Bureau, and anybody affiliated with Zack Snyder, because there is something going on, guys. Something amazing. Okay, now we are going to watch, before we start this segment, Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer, and then we're going to jump into this topic. Hopefully that gives Jeffrey Warfield time to get his ass back on here. Pilot Maverick, my man, what's going on, brother? And if you guys missed some of the stream up until this point, I'm telling you, you need to watch some of it. Or you can go back later. Air cut soon, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe, man. I'm thinking soon. But you know what? I am honestly thinking that at this point, I'm thinking that Restore the SnyderVerse is happening, not air cut. And we will talk about that in a minute. Real shit, my guy. So bear with me, guys. Don't tune all the way out on me. Guys, take a coffee break, a popcorn break, whatever you want. I'm gonna throw on the before we start the next segment, throw on the Snyder Cut trailer, and then I will be right back.
Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
times will never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Hey, I'm back.
You back, buddy?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Awesome. Okay, everybody who's in the building. So anyway, Pilot Maverick said air cut soon, maybe. And like I was telling him, this is my opinion as of now. I don't think the air cut is happening anytime soon. I'm not saying that it's not happening. I think something happened, or David got flat out told no, or
Yeah.
they left him on the back burner and just never got back to him. Maybe there was something going on at one point, but as of now, I believe that he's on a big standstill. And I just, based on his recent activity, some of the things that he's saying, really my main thing is that Maverick, he said, "What's up, Jeffrey?"
Hey.
My main thing is though, is that which is very concerning is him posting on Twitter, sharing Jared Leto's post about the air cut, putting that sad face, and then tagging and saying, you know, that's what streaming's for. Yeah, you know what's going on basically, and tagging AT&T. That's a lot of people were like, oh, you know, they were kind of geeked for that. No, not me. That's a clear sign that shit ain't going good at Warner Brothers for him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and the thing is, him speaking up, saying Warner Brothers is awesome, he's rooting for everybody, that, you know, they're not bad people, and he probably really does feel like that, okay? But that shit ain't getting him nowhere, dude. And
Yeah.
it's not. He's not Zack Snyder. Of course he's not gonna do things the same way. I don't expect him to. But what I'm saying is the way that he is handling things thus far, being vocal about it was enough in the beginning. But at this point, we got to start switching some shit up, man. And we got to start playing hardball, okay?
Yeah.
But now, enough about that. Let me tell you, I don't know what's going on with the haircut. Not going to guess on it. But what I do think is going to happen soon is an announcement, possibly, on New Year's about the SnyderVerse.
Yep, which is what I've been talking about too.
So I've got a little list here that I compiled that I want to go over, and then let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so anyway, so we've got, all right, so we've got basically, so we had, how do you say his name? His last name, Staub? Clay, it's not Clay Enos, it's Clay Stubb.
Clay Stubb.
Clay Stubb comes out, okay, on Twitter, and he posts some shit, and he posts about, in my opinion, the SnyderVerse.
Yep.
Let's take a look at that. We're going to break this down step by step. We're going to go into some stuff that you already know and some stuff that you probably don't know, and also with a conclusion. All right, so let's jump into this. So, here he is. All right, so here we are. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is he posted this picture, right? He posted a couple of things, man. All right, I'm gonna go down to that one last, all right? But he posts this right here. Let it begin. Okay, now, Jeffrey, for those that don't know who this guy is, to Zack Snyder, you want to break that down for us?
Yeah, so what Clay Stubb is when it comes to Zack Snyder's Justice League, he was the secondary director, and I don't know all of the scenes that he shot, but one of the scenes I do know that he shot, he did shoot the Iceland scene with Ben Affleck and Jason Momoa. So that scene was actually shot in Iceland, and the Clay Stubb did all of the shooting for that scene.
Okay. So you hear that, guys? That's kind of that's really fucking exciting, honestly. If you think about that, okay? If they were gonna do a Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, this guy would most likely, definitely be fucking involved, all right? I think he also was a part of Man of Steel and BVS to a degree. I'm not sure. One of the movies, though, he was involved in one of them movies as well, Jeffrey. I don't think that he had the same role as he did, being assistant director or whatever you said.
Yeah.
But I believe he was involved in one of the other movies as well, in either BVS or Man of Steel. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure he was. So anyway, now he put "Let it begin." ... Hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League. But what he posted, though, this is a storyboard, right, Jeffrey?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, but
this is not exactly this is similar to the storyboards that Zack Snyder has for Justice League 2. This is what was going to happen. Desaad, Darkseid coming through the boom tube, coming to Earth to wreak havoc. And his initial storyboards, the white boards and shit, that was on there. And this is a specific picture from a comic, I believe, ain't it? From one of the books. But what I'm saying is the fact that he put Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then the fact that he chose this picture of all pictures, and then put "Let it begin." That's very very, very eyebrow raising. Okay.
Yeah.
Then he shared this. Restore this. He shared. Did he retweet that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if he retweeted that or not. But all right, let's go back. Let's go back to his profile. Okay. All right. He also shared this. Another scene from hashtags Zack Snyder's Justice League. Last night I watched the Snyder Cut again, and wow, such an amazing film. The scope and tone are truly incredible. This morning I thought I would share my appreciation and honor it was to be involved and help Zack bring his vision to life. The Snyder Cut exists. Okay? All right? And then the scene that you were just talking about that he directed in Iceland. Hashtag Iceland, hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay, just that by itself isn't, that's like, okay, but that's not enough by itself, all right?
Yep.
But, that really makes you think, like, okay, well, what's going on? All right. Then we have Henry Cavill out of nowhere gets an interview, and he starts talking about
the anti-life equation.
About the anti-life equation and how much he loved Man of Steel. And then he goes as far as to almost break down for the casual audience that criticized the SnyderVerse in its early on stages, like early BVS, Man of Steel and BVS era, when there was all the criticisms. He breaks down how the arcs are meant to go. And this is like the same shit Zack Snyder's always said, but we've yet to hear Henry Cavill come out publicly to people, because Henry Cavill is turning into a superstar, and he has a massive fan base besides just the Snyder, the Zack Snyder fans and the DC fans. You know, and he says, that, you know, he says basically, and don't quote me, guys, because this is kind of choppy. I don't remember exactly how he answered, but he basically, the gist of it was, he said that Man of Steel was an amazing, to show, you know, that Superman is a symbol for hope and optimism, and that, you know, that he is just a man trying to do the right thing. Batman versus Superman is basically his fall to darkness, and Zack Snyder's Justice League is his redemption / rebirth. And that he said that the films had to go in that order. He said that. Henry Cavill says this, that they had to go in that order because they had to show and create Superman, and then they had to tear him down a little bit to make him reborn, to be able to get to the point of that classic Superman that everybody knows and loves and wants. Okay,
which is exactly what Zach and Deborah said. That was always the plan.
Right. But the thing is though, is when Zach says it, you know, all the people and certain the casual audience don't really get it. You know, and the other people, they're so fucking biased against Zach, they won't listen when he talks. You know, and like I said, a lot of people do, including especially his fan base. Clearly, the Snyder Cut was a massive success, but with Henry Cavill saying this and breaking it down even more than Zach did, and Henry Cavill's never done this, that grows eyebrows to me. And the fact that also then he starts talking about the anti-life equation. I'm like, dude, what the freak? All right, and then, you know, does he even start talking? He even talked about how he wants a Man of Steel 2. Didn't he say that he thinks that there needs to be a Man of Steel 2?
Yeah.
Before that leads into the Snyder Cut, the Zack Snyder's Justice League 2. Like in between.
Which is really like what I've been saying too, because it was like, because I was wondering, because really how I really thought about it was, really, you're going into, like, you can't have a Superman you can't just have people explaining, kind of like going with emotions of like, hey, Clark is alive and that's it. Like to me, I think a very interesting movie would be I think a really good movie and main plot for Man of Steel 2 is that it's about both Clark and the world accepting that Clark is alive, and really how
he's Superman, and get it to where he earns the American people. See, and that's a lot of things that is misconstrued. You know, think about it in real life, okay? What would it take if Superman was real in 2021, who's a fucking alien from another planet with the strength of fucking God? Like, what would the American people's real reaction would be? And the story that Zach is telling is, how did Superman become that symbol of hope? And the bigger thing is, how did Superman earn the American people's trust? Because it was clear that he didn't have it in Man of Steel, and it was clear that that he made some good strides towards obtaining it at the end of Man of Steel. But then in BVS, that gets torn down because people are still iffy about him, and now he's being introduced to the entire world, not just Metropolis, because we're expanding into the Justice League shit. So now the whole world's got their eye on him, and the whole world's like, you know, what the fuck? And then Lex Luthor is setting him up to make him look like a bad guy, okay? That is the biggest thing. How does he earn the American people's trust to where it's believable and he exists and flesh him out in this day and age? And his story in Zack Snyder's Justice League starts hinting on that, him returning. And by the end of the movie, they start kind of going into that. And a lot of people didn't think this initially, but what if it was always Zack Snyder's plan to have some sort of Superman solo between the two Justice Leagues movies, 1 and 2, and that was always the plan. He just didn't know how big the arc was going to be allowed to be made. So, you know, he had to cut some fat, you know, initially. But now, maybe he's got the green light to be able to do this, and maybe we're going to get 6 movie arc instead of 5 now. Because if you think about it, was this always planned? Look at almost the final scene in the Snyder Cut is what? Superman back in the world, opening his shirt, showing the S. Like, it could very easily have always been the plan for us to continue that and follow up with Superman, because this is Superman's world. This is the story about Superman, and the other characters exist in his world.
Right.
So, is he hinting at something that was always planned? Was this always planned?
I think so.
You know, what if we get a fucking, you know, an announcement?
Because that's really the thing too. Like, because remember that news that there was actually news about that Zach casually dropped that initially before BVS came out, like initially he wanted, I forgot what the actual video was, but it was basically like he like Zach was saying that he basically said that his Superman 2 was going to take place right after Man of Steel, where we saw Clark smile in the Daily Planet. Like, that's really where the sequel was supposed to take off. And we were going to have Brainiac as the main villain, and we were going to have Fiora back.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it was always in the plan. And so yeah, I think it was always in the plan.
And even if it wasn't, things can change, man. If things are going fucking good for Zach over there at AT&T and with David Zaslav, you know, David Zaslav could have called them up and said, you know, I absolutely want to continue this with you as soon as I take over and get in charge.
Yeah.
So what do you have in fucking mind? You know, clearly something, I'm not shitting you guys, man. I'm so fucking excited. I think we're back, baby, because, and even if it's not a Man of Steel movie, the SnyderVerse is definitely, something's going on with it. Something is happening with it. You know, Zach came out and posted too, but this interview, I believe it's this one. I'm not sure. Is this the one with Man of Steel?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Where's the audio?
What?
Where's the audio?
Oh, hold on. Yep, you're right. Hold on. Let me, just make sure you don't talk too much. For some reason, it echoes on your end, Jeffrey, when you're on your phone. Okay.
I was very keen on really fleshing out Superman's early stages of his journey first. We had Man of Steel, and then we went quite a bit dark.
All right, give me a minute, guys. Let it load. Come on, baby. Internet's running like poop today. Must be everybody on the internet for the holiday weekend or something. All right, here we go.
With Batman v Superman, and if he were to succumb to the anti-life equation and become bad Superman, I really wanted to make sure that we saw the hero Superman.
You hear that?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? He's talking about Justice League 2 right there. That is Justice League 2. Superman succumbing to the anti-life equation. That is the alternate apocalypse future timeline that takes place in Zack Snyder's Justice League 2. It's not in the main storyline, but that may or may not, they're gonna have to stop that from happening in the main storyline. I wanna go back.
Succumb to the anti-life equation and become bad Superman. I really wanted to make sure that we saw the hero Superman, and we saw the true symbol of hope, the beacon of light, before we went down the path of darkness and then redemption. And still something that I am very keen to flesh out. Man of Steel. The wonderful thing about Man of Steel and what Snyder and Nolan and I wanted to do with Superman was create a Superman who was accessible in the sense that what would we do if we lived in a world where we had to keep every single aspect of ourselves hidden and we couldn't really truly interact with people, and how would that affect us? It's especially when you have that scene with Kevin Costner who's saying, look, don't reveal yourself. The world is not ready for you yet, and it'll only be a bad thing.
And they followed up on this in BVS. This, you know what I mean? This is all, and why is he breaking this down? Why is he breaking all of this down as if they are revisiting this for a reason? Because this has been greenlit and they want everybody on board with it now. They want the general population to not be confused. They want them, because there was confusion last time because of all the negative press, people didn't know what to believe, what was going on, and you know, Warner Brothers hacking BVS to fucking pieces. It would have been divisive without them releasing that bastardized theatrical cut. The Ultimate Edition is the way to go. It is the direct prequel to the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut continues, BVS Ultimate Edition only. But why is he breaking this down? And this is exciting to think about. Let's continue.
Clark does follow that advice at first, but then realizes that's not the way to go, and that he must do what he must do regardless of that advice. And that was the beautiful bit, is that even though he has restrained himself and lived this life of loneliness, essentially, he's still willing to step out of the shadows and become the hero, despite the fact that it's going to have a negative impact on his life.
BVS.
And
BVS.
That, I think, is the aspect of that symbol of hope. He's representing everything that is good about mankind, despite the fact that mankind may not be good to him.
Don't do this! Why are they revisiting the most controversial moments of Snyder and Cavill's work? You know what I'm saying, Jeffrey? Uh-oh, where'd Jeffrey go? Again, people, we're gonna continue on. He'll jump back in. Why are they revisiting the blue check marks and some of the small minority of the general pop, of the negative remarks and the trolls? Why are they revisiting this content now? Why? Because they're trying to get people to understand what this was meant to be, what it's about, and get them to understand what they're going for, and that it will get there eventually. Just give it time. It's supposed to be a huge arc, and eventually it's going to turn into something beautiful that will appeal to old school DC heads, new school Snyder fans, and not all, but some of the critics even. Okay, there he is. There he is. What happened, Jeffrey?
Someone, my phone.
Oh, but again, Jeffrey, right here. Why are they revisiting the most controversial moments of Zack and Henry Cavill's work? Because they're clearing it up. It's almost as if they're clearing it up for the general pop that is now on board after seeing the Snyder Cut, knowing, oh, Zack knows what the fuck he's doing. And clearing up the negative comments that are hanging over the head of the SnyderVerse. Like, this moment in BVS, Zack's Fall to Darkness, Henry Cavill's Superman's Fall to Darkness in BVS, this controversial movie, controversial scene in Man of Steel, basically the criticisms and the confusion that it caused the general pop by blue check marks not understanding and spewing venom. But why are they revisiting all this? It's almost as if
They
they're
try
trying
to
to get everybody on board for when this train fucking hits the station, boy. Let's go.
At the end of Man of Steel, it was set up so wonderfully to begin that journey, because he had had his first outing against the last surviving member of his species and had to kill him, and that is going to inform a lot of who he becomes. The terrible destruction of Metropolis, where he's fighting someone who has the same powers of him but actually has training. He barely makes it out of that thing alive.
Again. He hits it on the nail. Hits the nail right on the coffin. Okay, that was another one, that mainly the fucking trolls and critics, all the destruction of Metropolis and all the people that could have gotten hurt and all this bullshit. Again, why is he revisiting this now? He is revisiting all the criticisms and explaining it to the people that don't understand. Okay, why are they doing this? And on top of that, we get it. Like he said, this is a Superman who is not Superman yet, who has no training, this is his very first outing. This is Superman year 0, not even year 1 yet. Okay, let's continue.
And so what lessons has he learned? He definitely isn't going to kill anymore. And he's definitely going to make sure that population centers are completely removed from the equation.
See that? Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God. Right there. That was the hugest criticism. He said he's going to definitely make sure that, population centers are removed from the equation. Isn't that why he took Dark's Doomsday way the fuck out?
The first move. That was the first thing they did too.
Because now he's experienced it, now he's thinking about it. And so we get those steps towards building that incredible, wise version of Superman, rather than the, still wet behind the ears kind.
See what I'm saying? You see bro, I'm telling you, man, something's going on. This ain't all of it, guys. We got a lot more to break down. I'm just telling you, bear with us, man. All right. So, anyway, all right. So, all right. So, guys, why? Why is this?
He's trying to get people ready. He's trying to get people ready.
He is doing God's work right now, Henry Cavill is. Man, oh man, okay. Now, let's jump in to the next one. So now, with that being said, leading up to this point, all right? Now, let's jump back over to Twitter, guys. Zack Snyder, baby.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for that Final Crisis one?
No, there was something else. That's over on Vero, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's how he used to post. Yep, maybe it is. But, let me see. I have it in notifications, though. What was the one that, where is the, what was it? Didn't he post something before the Thanksgiving turkey?
Oh yeah, the W5T27 thing. I'll send it to you.
Yes, I think you already did, but
I'll send you it now.
Okay, awesome. Now, we're going to jump into the rest of this stuff, guys. I'm telling you. Pilot Maverick. You guys, make sure you guys have bell notifications turned on Strong Arm Flicks, man. That way, when I drop content, even if you ain't got time to watch it then, you see that you get notified of it, and you can go back and check it out later. Because this is the time, I'm telling you, where you guys really want to start paying attention to everything that's going on. All right, Jeffrey's back in the building. Let's get Jeffrey up in here. All right. So, boom. Then, okay, so everything that we broke down so far, guys, then Zack Snyder posts this. And it is the clapperboard, man. And it's got Wonder Woman in the background, the movie that she didn't never do. But the thing is, though, is that a lot of people are fixating on the fact that it's a picture of the old Wonder Woman from the, 1845 or some shit?
Yeah, like 1864, Cimmerian War.
Yes. Okay. A lot of people are getting fixated on that and thinking that all of a sudden Zack's going to make Wonder Woman 3. No. That's not happening. They've already taken control over Patty Jenkins and has got full fucking reign over Wonder Woman 3, just like she did Wonder Woman 84. They might slap Zack's name on there as a producer. He loves both of them. He's always going to give them their blessing, but they're doing their own fucking thing. And so far, I'm not impressed with 84 at all. It was a huge step down from the first one. That aside, the point is, that's SnyderVerse material, right? In the background.
Yep.
That's what that is. That is SnyderVerse canon, okay? He don't need to make a fucking movie about every single thing that happened, okay? Just the important stuff, you know? They can talk about it, or they can show pictures and shit like that, to flesh out the characters. He always wanted this universe to be like the way that it is so that other directors could do their own thing, but I don't think that he thought that Warner Brothers was going to be so spiteful and make sure to remove continuity. I don't think he wanted them to erase his continuity in their fucking movies, but he wanted them to very much be able to do their own fucking thing with the character. Like, hey, I created these are my babies, you guys go ahead. I'm handling the big shit. You guys go ahead, you want to give this guy a soul-off, Wonder Woman this, you want to give Jason Momoa's Aquaman this, go ahead, that's what it's for. This is the platform I've designed so we can all eat and break bread, my guys. But anyway, point is, that picture is SnyderVerse, right? Clapperboard is Zack Snyder's Justice League with the stone quarry fucking symbol on it. All right, now look what's written on the clapperboard. That's new. That's not old.
Yep.
All right. So it says W5 in one slot. Then the next slot says 279. Then the next slot says 1. Okay. And everybody that knows Zack Snyder, David Ayer, he kind of posts cryptic shit here and there, but not really. It's just surface level. Zack is well known for this. He is a god. This is what he did for years for the Snyder Cut, and everything meant something, and then something happened. And then we weren't as good as breaking down shit as we are now. We're veterans in the game now, me and Jeffrey Portfield. But you know what I'm saying? So, Jeffrey, go ahead and break down what this could mean.
So W5 is really so at first I was thinking that W5 meant within 5 months because in 5 months the Discovery merger would happen and stuff like that. But now with events that have happened, I think it's safe to say that the timetable has moved up, that something will happen within 5 weeks, which 5 weeks from now is December 31st, which going into midnight is of course New Year's Day. Yes. So there might be something going down on New Year's Day or Christmas or some kind of countdown thing.
Right, exactly.
But and 279, the number 279, I forgot what it exactly means, but 279 is basically like a number saying, hey, you guys are on the right path. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they looked it up, and there's the meaning to it. Means that that you're on the right path, and keep going, Jeffrey. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Now that it jogged my memory a little.
Yeah, And so yeah, basically 279 is basically the number meaning you're on the right path. And number one is about like the number one meaning is like basically like a new beginning, new basically like a new beginnings, new relationships, that sort of thing. And so maybe January 1st, they might announce something. Like once again, like they might announce something,
Right.
or Zach might post something, which is the most likely of the two. But hey, if there is an announcement, that's good. But I think that at most we're gonna get another cryptic tweet on January 1st at midnight when the fireworks.
Right, and another thing is too, you guys, and there's many ways to take this, and all ways are fucking good, very good for the SnyderVerse. It is directly about the SnyderVerse, without a question, without no doubt in anybody's mind, without a question asked. This is definitely pertaining to the SnyderVerse, okay, to the sequels, all right. And the thing is, though, man, is that the main takeaway is that, you can perceive this a couple of different ways. They're all good. But in my mind, I know a lot of people want an announcement, Christmas or New Year's of some sort. But me personally, that might happen, might not. But what that says is that in 5 weeks, you guys are on the right path, and I will be meeting the new guys coming in, and I've already been contacted by Zaslav. We're gonna have a sit down. I'm gonna show them what I've got for the storyboards and what we're trying to get cracking. And if everything goes good, baby, announcement is coming soon that, hey, this thing's happening. We're gonna start getting back to work. And either way, he's gonna post something, you know that. So maybe the next one will be a clue as to whether that shit went good or not.
Yeah.
But either way, it's probably more than just that. He might already have had the green light, but it's too early in the stages because they haven't officially took control yet. Zaslav, because I've already contacted him, or AT&T, and been like, hey, we're definitely fucking doing this, man. But right now, we gotta wait till people get stationed, and then you guys can I want you guys to get straight to work when that happens. Because of the fact, if it would have just been Zach, then whatever. But we've got Clay Stab, or however you say his name, Clay Stubb, posting all this cryptic shit hinting towards Justice League 2 and Zack Snyder doing this, and then Warner Brothers LA talking about Henry Cavill as Superman, and do you like him? Wouldn't it be amazing to see more of him? And then Henry Cavill's interview breaking down the controversial moments in the 3 movies from the SnyderVerse, Man of Steel and BVS.
Yep.
For the people that talk shit, to explain it to them and talk about, that basically, they're, giving us hope for more Superman. That can be taken in many ways. With all that happening, this could really mean something more than what we even know. But there's no guarantees with this shit, but something is going on, guys. Now, let's jump. If that wasn't enough, let's jump into the last one from Thanksgiving Day, all right?
Yep, and I've been waiting to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go hard on this one.
Yeah.
All right, so now, Jeffrey, I fucking called it, nigga. My dog.
Yeah, I've been so hyped when I saw that. I thought, so basically, in the context, funny story, I was at the Thanksgiving dinner, so I saw this post, and I wanted to get excited, but I didn't want to mess people up. So what I did was I went to the bathroom and basically went silent hype for a little bit. So what you're seeing right here, you see the turkey in the background, a stuffed turkey. Then in the background, in and it looks like there's already people there, like at the Thanksgiving dinner, and you see, and for some reason, Zach has the Final Crisis, who has the Final Crisis comics right behind the turkey. And dude, like, this obviously means something, because, like, really think about this in context. Like, you're not just gonna put a DC comic in on the where right next to the turkey, and it's just gonna be like, it's nothing. Don't think about it. But the thing is about the word thankful right here. Like, I think the caption "thankful" with the Final Crisis comic book, with the Final Crisis books behind the turkey. Like, I think it's not just him being thankful for the family and friends, but I think it's also him being thankful and kind of showing like a sign or tease about like how well the talks with Zaslav are going.
Yeah, and and the thing is too did he already have the meeting? Like,
I think
and is this something that he and Zaslav, he went over to break down to Zaslav's team of what he wanted for where he was trying to take the story, and he went to them and they were already like, yes, fucking yes. After they've seen the Snyder Cut Blu-rays just selling out over and over and over, and all the merch over and over, going to the top of the list, down to number, staying within number 10, going back to the top, over and over and over, and restore the Snyderverse, over and over. Did they finally were just like, dude, we're doing this? Because why would he? And he put, I am thankful. Like, this is really fucking happening, because it was real short, and even the way he put thankful, that is cryptic. He didn't put thankful for my friends and family. He didn't put, thank you for my beautiful wife. He put a picture of the turkey because it was Thanksgiving, and then put Final Crisis in the background, and then put thankful. What the fuck is going on, man? What is going on?
Right.
And don't give me that bullshit. These assholes on Twitter, these troll bots. Oh, Snyder fans, if Zack Snyder posts a fart, they'll be reading into it and thinking, oh, it's supposed to be like this now. Fuck you, man. We know Zack, bro. You guys can calm your ass down. Something is going. No, for real. I've seen some people doing that on Twitter, and it really pissed me off. And they got fake pages of like Zack Snyder content, and then talking shit at the same time about all the fans. Like, clearly a fake clickbait troll, but whatever.
Like, this really is a good sign, and the reason why and about that caption that I put in the original tweet, like, if you've been following me for a long time, and I mean like really from the beginning, like I've been really talking about like the multiverse a lot, and really Zach was gonna be utilizing it, and it kind of like started first with my Crisis on Infinite Earths video that I did, and then I had a few other videos, like I had a whole bunch of videos like really just as the multiverse concept was going on with the SnyderVerse. But then the last video I did was after I saw Zack Snyder. Was around the time before Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. I was like, okay, I have enough evidence right now that it's basically confirmed that Zack was going full Final Crisis on us. And that video, that last Final Crisis video that I made, was a year ago. Like, that was a year ago before Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. So I was really hyped and shocked at the same time that this basically confirms what I've been saying over the past few years of saying, like, yo, Zack was going Final Crisis. What is WB doing? You could have Zack with the SnyderVerse and the multiverse, and have him do his Final Crisis. Like, that's really what I've always been saying for years, and finally have it basically confirmed by Zack. I really am hyped to see this.
Exactly, man. And you know, I just, you know, him posting this though so soon after that last post with the clapperboard.
Yep.
I feel like things are going so good that they're ahead of fucking schedule right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because like, what does Zack primarily use his Vero for? I mean, yes, he posts, you know, and not every single thing he posts, but like, he's made 90% of what he's known for, man, is posting cryptic shit to his DC fans on his Vero about what's to come, what is, or if we're doing the right thing, to give us hints, or fighting in the right direction. And I don't know, man. I really do think something crazy is gonna come Christmas Day and New Year's.
Yeah.
I don't know, because this is ramping up fast. So to tell you guys the truth, I think we're fucking back, baby.
Yeah, I think we are.
Subjective review said it best. I think we're fucking back, baby.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, man, I can't wait. I just cannot wait. I really can't. And we are at the end of our live stream. We're at 1 hour and 17, guys. And keep doing what you're doing. Hashtag restore the SnyderVerse. Release the fucking Ayer cut. Something's coming. Guys, tune in. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you got notifications on, so that way, even if you ain't got time to watch any of the content me and Jeffrey are dropping, you can always go back and you know that it's been uploaded. Jeffrey, is there anything you would like to close out with?
Basically, well, really, I think we're really, first off, I can't believe I was right with this Final Crisis stuff, even though I was like very confident. And like I said, the last video was a year, and the last video I made on this whole Final Crisis thing that Zack was doing was a year ago, before Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. So really, to find out that Zack was really going full Final Crisis, I really am hyped and really feel vindicated that because that's really the thing. If you like, YouTubers know this, if you look at videos from way back when, you're like, oh man, that was really crazy back in the day, but as it turns out, I was right. And yeah, I really do think we're back, and I really do think that we're going to get something on the 25th and January 1st at midnight. So yeah.
Yep. And you know what would be crazy? What if the official announcement was like the date that fucking the Snyder Cut was released?
Oh, that would be so hype. That would be so
hype, man. Oh fuck. That would be lit. But all right, Jeffrey, I'm gonna hop off of here, brother. And thank you guys for tuning in. The ones that had time, the rest of you guys are with your family. Enjoy your holiday weekend and tune into this shit. Like the video and share. Let's get the word out. Restore the SnyderVerse is happening. Peace.
Peace.